Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Kim Montes Art Studio, and today we're going to do a little dust painting. I also wanted to introduce to you my Patreon. So this is my first time joining Patreon, and I wanted to kind of give you a little example of what are some of the things that you can receive if you become a member. I am currently using my Ugo Pallet box. I'm going to be using my King Art brushes, multimedia brushes. I'm also going to be using my gouache paint with my Transon Palette. So that's going to be a mystery to see what they look like inside. And I have a couple other things in my box. I also have this mixing pan here that I'm going to have along with this mixing pan, and I will possibly put my paper here, which you'll see shortly. So some other things I plan on using are my glass fountain pens with my Higgins ink. I'm so excited for these. I love the way they work, so that's going to be exciting. I also will be using my Caran d'Ache Flow pen or pencil, and then my Marvy opaque brush pens. And these are going to be a lot of fun. So definitely feel free to grab some paper, paints, or whatever works for you so that we can paint together. Right, so let's jump into it. So I forgot to mention the type of paper I'm going to be using. In my previous art haul, I purchased the Arnhem paper, and I also purchased the Stonehenge paper, and I want to test these out. I also am going to test out this paper that I purchased at Daiso. And this size is going to be typical of the size that you will receive if you sign up for my tier that is called Custom Art. And in this tier, you will receive general support, of course. You get to request what you want that month, and it would be primarily the same for everyone who does sign up for this tier. I have 12 spots for this particular tier. You also get to live chat with me, and of course your custom original. You also get 15% off original art. Yes, that's correct. I'm gonna start selling some of my original art, and I'm super excited. I know some of you have asked for it, so it is about that time. And of course you get access to the first tier, which is 3 free landscape images, or whatever the 3 images are of that month. So to talk about the first tier is a tip jar. Of course, there's always some sort of tip jar. Supporting your local artists and any artists in general is super helpful for them. So with this, you will also get general support and your 3 monthly landscape paintings, which you can use as reference photos to paint your own landscape paintings. And there are times where these photos may be of whatever I'm experiencing, usually related to florals, landscapes, or anything that I see in nature. So the next tier after the tip jar is a paint and chat. And with the paint and chat, you of course get the 3 free landscape images. You also get to request what I paint during our live chat, and you get to also have a chat with me. With this tier, you do get a 15% discount. And my last tier, tier number 4, is VIP land folks. So this is strictly for 3 people only, mainly for the sake of my time and management of time. And this includes a painting of this size, 8.5 by 11, for only $24. A custom piece for $24. I typically sell custom pieces for up to $100 or $200 depending on how detailed this is. So this is like the biggest bargain you can get on an original piece. And with this tier, you get all the previous tiers that come along with that. So if you want to be a part of the VIP land folk, definitely join as soon as possible. You also can just join for 1 month and get 1 custom piece, and cancel the next month. There's no offendedness happening. So we have our tip jar, which there are unlimited members. We have our paint and chat, which I have 30 members. Excuse me. So paint and chat for 30 members. Custom art for 12 members. And of course our VIP land folks for 3 members only. So if you want a custom piece, keep a lookout for that custom VIP land folk membership. I'm 100% sure they're gonna go really fast. So definitely take a look out, keep an eye out for that. Okay, so enough chatting. Let's jump into this little painting, these 2 or 3 paintings that I'm gonna work on today. And I'm going to speed this video up and kind of do a voiceover. So let's jump into it. Okay, like I expected, we have some mold in here and I didn't catch it in time. This is probably the worst it's ever been, but it's alright. I will clean this up and have to salvage some of these. So like this is not too terrible, these ones, but this one always has given me problems. I'm not sure what's happening with this particular one. I also have a little bit of mold in this blue, so I don't know if it's the blue. Maybe the blue is the problem. Okay, let's clean it. Okay, back to normal. So a lot of people tend to avoid getting the Stay Wet palettes because they do cause molding, but I have a feeling that it's certain colors that really cause the molding, because I'm always having issues with this particular blue. in this particular peach color, and also that one. So you guys saw that the blues were the ones that had mold. I think the contamination of these being close to each other, the mold might have traveled. So I don't know. This one had a little bit of mold. The brown was surprising. I never saw the mold on the brown, but let me show you that. Things are much cleaner. So what you want to do, what I suggest doing, even though this is a stay wet palette, I suggest just letting it air dry, because it's usually not worth losing that much paint for it to stay wet. And I just end up putting a good amount of water and things kind of go back to normal. So by the end of this painting, I'll probably leave these open just like this and let it air dry. And I'd rather it crumble up similar to that white than for me to keep losing so much paint. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here and say my biggest thank you to all my new subscribers and everyone that's been here from the very beginning. I have officially reached 500 subscribers. When I first started YouTube again, I actually only had 42 people following me, and that was from years ago. So some of you know that I am returning to YouTube after 6 or 7 years, and I started my art journey shortly before jumping on YouTube, and I wanted to share my art with the people, with the world, and I think YouTube was a perfect platform. So in my previous years on YouTube, I was more of a lifestyle makeup slash lifestyle vlog. I don't exactly know what the category was, but I realized that I wasn't as passionate for it as I was hoping to be, and I decided to just call it quits. I could have easily climbed to the top back then when YouTube was starting out and kind of new. I just wish that I had found the art bug for YouTube sooner. I did create one video that's still up from years and years ago, so definitely check that out. And just seeing my progress in my art skills and my artwork and how it's changed so much is quite interesting. So again, I just want to thank all the new subscribers. Definitely check out my Patreon. This is a new adventure for me. I am super excited to be able to share my art with people from all over the world and be able to experience what it's like to have a connection with all sorts of people. So if you're interested, definitely check out those different tiers. Whatever you decide to go with is absolutely helpful in so many ways. I'm looking forward to connecting more with you all and sharing my art. Definitely let me know what you think of these two pieces. And if you do end up signing up for my Patreon, be patient with me. I am still learning the ways, and I'm hoping to get things to par and up and running properly as best as I can. So once again, please check out my Patreon, check out which tier works for you, and I will let you get back into the video. Okay, so this is a good idea of what you have the possibility of getting if you sign up for these tiers in Patreon. This one is my favorite. I love the red and the contrast of the green. And this one is a little bit more illustrative. And I was having a little bit of a difficult time with this paper. So that could be the reason why this one's my favorite. This paper is amazing. This Dico paper. This paper did not curl. I love the texture and I love this color. It gives it a nice undertone. So that's very exciting. This paper was really challenging to work with. As you can see, everything is super matte. Some of the metallics don't even show up. They're pretty absorbed into the paper. It definitely feels like writing paper, so it is what it's meant for. I loved playing with my glass pens. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm really impressed with this Dico paper. Just a little bit of bleed through, nothing too crazy. I was using my inks, so I'm not surprised that this thin paper bled through. Very impressed that this paper did not bleed through, because that's what it's meant for ink and pen, especially for calligraphy. So that's pretty nice. Alright, I was going to do a third painting, but I do have to clear out my storage. So I hope that you like this video. Definitely check out my Patreon. There is the VIP Land Folk exclusive painting for 3 lucky people. And then there is the custom artwork for 12 people. There are also the other 2 tiers, the tip jar and the chat and paint. So definitely check out my Patreon. I look forward to meeting some of you, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.